ist noch sehr früh, aber die Leute sind schon heiß, denn wir haben gleich hier das Finale von League of Legends. Und wer ist denn extra für League of Legends hier hingekommen? Sind einige. Ich bin sehr gespannt, wie das hier ausgehen wird. Against All Authority spielt hier gleich gegen MyRevenge. Und wir gehen jetzt mal kurz ab in ein kleines Vorinterview und schauen mal an, was die beiden Teams zu sagen haben. Viel Spaß.
Thanks, Dennis. I have got Team aAa and MyRevenge back here with me. They're just about ready to play the final in League of Legends. So, I mean, how does the tournament felt for you guys so far?
So far we've been really good. Like we won every match so far, but that also puts like some pressure on us, because if we would lose now in the final, that would really be sad for us. We really had an awesome match now, winning 5 games already, so we just hope to do as good as we did yesterday in the final.
All right, and how about for you? How has the tournament felt?
Yeah, it went really well, and well, we lost 2 games, but we are still in final, and it's only best of 1 and that's all, so we can win it, and we will do our best.
Do you feel well prepared?
Yeah, well, we prepared a lot, they prepared a lot, so it will be a great match and a great show.
All right, so we've got both teams ready here. I'm going to send them on stage to Dennis, and we're going to get this League of Legends final underway.
Und jetzt gleich geht es los. Wir werden die beiden Teams jetzt gleich hochholen hier auf die Bühne. Es ist das Finale, das erste Mal ein Riesenturnier, wo wir auch League of Legends mit dabei haben. Ich freue mich sehr, dieses Spiel zu sehen, vor allen Dingen es gleich auch kommentiert zu hören. Und ich bitte jetzt um einen ganz großen Applaus für das Team aAa! Und da haben wir die 5 Jungs. Fangen an mit Linak, den wir jetzt hier im Bilde sehen werden. Hier auf den Extreme Masters Season 5. Da haben wir ihn auch, ja. Die Jungs aus Frankreich gehen auch direkt weiter zu Titus, der hier direkt daneben steht. Es geht um eine Menge Geld, natürlich auch um eine Menge Ehre, Ruhm. Das erste Riesenturnier. Da haben wir ihn im Bilde. Machen direkt weiter mit Kuja, der direkt in der Mitte steht. Und die Nummer 4 Yellow Star auch mit dabei. Und zu Nummer 5 Source natürlich auch mit dabei. Diese 5 spielen im Finale hier und wollen es wissen gegen das Team von MyRevenge. Und genau die holen wir jetzt hoch. Großen Applaus für das Team MyRevenge! Und da haben wir Lamir Zelet, ich hoffe, er wird genauso ausgesprochen. Und machen direkt weiter mit Melissan, Nummer 2 und Nummer 3, Wet Dream. Was ist da passiert? Shushay ist die Nummer 4. Ja, schön, dich auch hier zu haben. Und X-Peak, die Nummer 5. Somit sind die beiden Teams komplett. Und wir wollen hier anfangen mit League of Legends. Bitte nochmal einen großen Applaus für beide Teams hier auf den Extreme Masters Season 5. Viel Spaß mit League of Legends.
To the Grand Finals League of Legends match between Against All Authority and MyRevenge. Oh, I can see myself on camera now.
This is the
Don't
future.
I feel special? So I am Freak, David Turley. I'm here with Daniel Xenon Stoic.
Hello, how you doing? Yes, Klein, that's my last name.
Sorry.
Well done.
Having an alias with more than one word makes it really difficult to pronounce your name.
I know. I like being difficult.
Yeah, I've noticed that, by the way. So, real quick, I want to get a little bit of crowd interaction going on. We heard some of the commentating before. What? Why are you yelling at me? Yes, we're live. Stop yelling at me.
Yeah.
Freaking A. So, everyone in the crowd, real quick, if you can yell and cheer if you wanted to be here for League of Legends.
No one wants to yell. Maybe somebody wants to yell Demacia. How about that?
We should save that one for partway through.
We should save that one for later.
In our back
right,
pocket.
I can see that the players are actually in the game right now.
We do have the players in, so let me switch over and then you can join on up.
All right.
Can't switch, the teams are full, so apparently we're...
Are we 6v6?
There we go, yeah.
Okay, I'm joining the game. There we go.
MyRevenge going to be blue with the green. Oh, you have to leave back out. Someone rejoined.
All right, I'm doing that. Okay, so we are actually going to have the bans and picks live here?
Yes.
In League of Legends, obviously, what champions you ban and pick is a rather large part of the strategy.
Yes, yes it is.
There's a very active metagame around picks, what champions you leave available to the team, to the other team, what order you pick champions in. So we're going to see that very soon. I believe the coin toss has been done. I'm not sure. Has it?
I don't have that information.
Oh no, we don't have a
Someone
coin toss. Sorry. Obviously, MyRevenge won the group stage yesterday, so they have the decision. Do we know whether they chose to have first pick or choose the side? Do we know that?
I don't, but they do have the choice.
All right. Okay.
I don't know what call was made.
Okay. All right. So as soon as we have all the players in the game, we should start with the banning.
Yes, indeed. So
the way it goes is, first of all, both teams get chances to ban champions. A total of 6 champions is standard in high-level play. These bans are going to be going back and forth between the teams, and then the teams are going to have the opportunity to pick champions, also going back and forth.
Get in.
Let's see if I can get back into the game. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, like I said, like Daniel said, there are 6 total bans and then 10 total picks. Of course, being a 5-on-5 game. And the ban's usually very strategic. They'll be, if a certain player is very good at a certain champion, or if there's a certain sort of play style you don't want to fight against, you'll ban out the champions that promote that play style. So you can try to build your strategy based on the team you're against. And then you draft champions back and forth, which goes one of 2 ways, where you try to take your most valuable champions right away. Your best player, his best champion is Cassidy, and you want him right away. But at the same time, there are counter picks where there is a champion who will specifically lane well against another one, or will specifically team fight well against another one, or a series of champions.
Of course, you could have a strategy that could be easily countered by a single champion, so you would want to ban that champion. We saw that yesterday in the first game of AAA versus MyRevenge, where AAA banned Cillian, because they went for a heavy suppression strategy, and Cillian's out obviously counters that rather well.
Yes.
Because you can pick one out from our team and kill him, but he'll just come back.
Yeah, and so that's just one of the examples of some of the draft strategy going on. And as the players have now come in and sat down, we're hopefully going to get their picks and bans on their way. I'm really interested to see what they're going to pick and ban. We've seen Cassidy be pretty much picked or banned every single game. Zillion as well being a very top contention there.
We saw Cassidy available to X-Peak once, and obviously that was a mistake. X-Peak did really well. Do you expect to see a Nidalee ban? Both teams did really well with Nidalee yesterday. So us on Team AAA, and I believe it was Sushi on Team MyRevenge. Both played really excellent Nidalees. I mean, they both have a Nidalee player, but whoever has... I mean, if Nidalee is that important, whoever has first pick probably will leave her open.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if the teams are going to make this call on the fly, where Nidalee is this pretty much underground champion who hasn't been getting a lot of respect necessarily, but as we've seen both times in our game so far, she's done really well, and... whether she won her lane or not, she ended up late game just becoming this monster that was almost impossible to deal with.
Because she scales both offensively and defensively really well with AP, with her heals, and of course the epic spears that we saw yesterday.
Yes.
Obviously the spear doing more damage the farther it travels. That I think it ends up at a 2.5 AP ratio at full distance.
Yeah, it's at least 2.5 times the damage, and it's like a 0.75 AP ratio. So it becomes about a 2-to-1 scaling, but regardless, the base damage on it goes up to like 600-700.
Which is massive against squishies.
That spell hurts people pretty hard. We saw our 2-shot Zillion a couple times, and that was really fun to watch.
We saw one spear that went from Baron through the entire enemy team, through another wall, and killed Zillion on the other side of that wall. That was probably the most epic spear I've ever seen.
And I remember that scene where we just sit there and it hits, and we're just like,
whoa.
That
just happened.
That just happened. And you just kind of sit there like amazed at this. It was completely blind spear just through the fog of war, just tags him in the back.
Random spears.
They're fun. They're fun.
They're very good. So do we know if the players are ready for banning and picking? They still seem to be talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, this is pretty much the one game where pre-game is about half the game.
Yeah, I heard 40% yesterday. I don't know if you can put that exact number to it, but yeah, it is a big deal. It's a really big deal.
Yeah, so the players are going to be discussing amongst themselves what strategy they want to execute.
Sushi is actually in 6th place now. You may need to... Well, I'll quit the game, and
I'm the host, so
yeah,
it makes the most sense.
Switch twice.
Great.
There you go. Okay.
So yeah, I'd love to get a word from ESL if...
Yeah, if we're ready to do the bans and picks, they shouldn't be waiting on us. Okay, so let's go for bans and picks then. Please, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm typing to them.
And we do have a 90-second rule because we
Yes.
don't want this to take too long. It's very important to the game, so we do want to give the players sufficient time. But especially in the Go for LOL games, we've seen sometimes where the ban and pick phase took longer than half an hour, and that's just not fun for people in the audience. I mean, it's fun to watch the meta game going on, especially if you have some explanation, but you don't want it to be excessive. Oh, we're already banning.
Yes, we do have the bans and picks starting already. So looks like MyRevenge has first bans. They will also get first pick. They're alternating 1-1-1-1-1-1. Cyan and Morgana already banned out. Those are two typically solo top mage carries type. Ooh, and Urgot.
That's the Urgot. There goes the triple suppression strategy for aAa. Not going to be able to do that again. The Morgana ban obviously aimed at XP, who is just infamous for his Morgana.
Yeah, so right away we're seeing that the bans are actually not so much for strategy, but for against the enemy team.
Yeah.
Ash is the first ban we see that's actually this common, like, generic, we don't want to fight against Ash. She's kind of difficult to deal with.
Exactly, and obviously AAA don't have first pick, so if MyRevenge really wanted, they could have just first picked Ash. And her ultimate, in well-coordinated teams, her ultimate is just so powerful.
So one thing to want to look out for right now is it's MyRevenge's last ban, but the very last ban is going to go to AAA, which is probably going to be Kassadin. And so they'd be remiss to ban Kassadin, but they have to think about what's the second pick after that.
Right.
And probably get rid of that champion. Like the counter to Kassadin or the second most likely pick there. Nidalee, you were right, Nidalee is banned.
There you go. Well, to be fair, Soas did better with Nidalee than Sushi. Even I have to admit that. Soas was an amazing Nidalee.
So interestingly enough, the Vladimir is the ban here. So
XP played a really good Vladimir as well. So that's two bans that are probably aimed at their star AP player.
Yeah, and we've sort of seen that AP has been the main ban choices here. So
yes, and we can also see that you have, in fact, a German keyboard.
Yeah, my colon is an O with an umlaut. So
that it is. Picks are starting now. Corki, of course, very, very good AD. Corki or Misfortune is what I would have expected. Let's see who's going to play the Corki on their team. Probably Wetdream. Wetdream is the team captain. He tends to play either jungle or AD carry.
Okay. But I'm surprised to not see Kassadin or Malzahar really early. It seems like Kassadin is, of course, a very common pick. And
there it is. Interesting.
So do you think Malzahar's going to come back for the suppression? Do you think that's the next pick?
It would be a very good pick against Kassadin, absolutely, yeah. Oh, you mean Malzahar on aAa?
Well, I mean, they could do it to block that choice, but suppression, of course, we've seen is quite good against Kassadin. Normally he'll run cleanse if he's worried about stuns.
Linak is probably pretty much maining Malzahar, so leaving Malzahar open for such a long time for Linak to pick is scary, but yeah, we'll have to see, I don't see a counter pick to Kassadin coming really. It's more of a case, just be safe with your entire team, you know, don't leave stragglers that Kassadin can easily pick up.
Yeah.
And Gragas is obviously going to be Sushi. He is also very famous for his AP Gragas. So there we have a Shan, and instantly from MyRevenge, Nunu in the jungle.
Yep, it seems like the Nunu seems to be the very first pick jungler every single game we've seen.
That has changed quite recently. I mean, he's always been somewhat popular, but I would have expected to see other people in the jungle rather than Nunu.
Do you think Amumu will be the last pick jungler for AAA then?
Yeah, I would definitely expect that, yeah.
Okay.
Although they do have a very strong tank with Shen already, but it doesn't hurt to have two tanks.
Yeah, that's true. When we saw that a couple times as well, where like we have Gragas and Nunu who are both somewhat tank champions who also deal damage. Yeah. A little bit of hybrid there.
I mean, you don't even have to build any tank on Gragas. It's just the Drunken Rage has how much damage mitigation? It's
20-ish, 20%ish.
Yeah, and that's percent. It's just it takes 20% of
Misfortune.
Misfortune, okay. So yeah, that would be the other strong AD that so basically I would expect to see Corki, Misfortune, or Ash in these top level games. Everything else kind of surprises me. Tristana worked yesterday. She wasn't bad. But yeah, these are the three big ones. Obviously,
Malzahar, there it is.
Oh, there it is. But it is for MyRevenge. So interesting.
Malyahar. No,
Malyahar. That's a good name too.
Keys are switched. That's okay.
That's silly.
Yes, indeed. So AAA's fourth pick will come up soon. They still need a jungler, and they still need their support. Actually, we haven't had support picked at all so far.
Yeah,
Those are.
That's true.
I'm surprised Malzahar was that early. They kind of left Soraka, for example, out there.
Would you rather see Janna in Corki's team or in Misfortune's team? Oh,
Warwick,
that's the jungler. Warwick jungle. Okay, so they still do like the suppression.
Yeah.
Suppression is good. It's a suppression, for those who don't know, is a skill that cannot easily be stopped. Normally, stuns can be cleansed. So if you're stunned, you can have a summoner spell called Cleanse that can just stop that stun on you. Suppression blocks all summoner spells.
Yeah.
So that is a very, very scary thing. And there's only one item in the game, as far as I know, that can help you against that.
Yes.
That's the Quicksilver Sash.
Yeah, or in certain cases, Banshee's Veil if it's the opening spell.
Yes,
but no one at this level makes a mistake to blow a Warwick ult on a Banshee's Veil.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's time for
I would
MyRevenge's
do
last
that.
pick. It's going to be their support. Janna Soraka seemed to be the most common supports picked so
I
far in
wouldn't be
this tournament.
surprised with a Taric here either. Oh, there's
Janna.
Janna. Okay, yeah.
Cool. I'm always a fan of Janna. That's sort of my
Yeah,
fanboyish support pick.
Well, this is very good. This gives them 2 ultis that affect the movement of the enemy team. And if you can use a Gragas or Janna ultimate to break up a team fight...
That's going to do a lot to both
Yeah.
Kassadin and Warwick.
Yes,
those are really melee dependent. You're going to have to rejoin as well.
Can you cancel? Can you... do I have to rejoin? Okay.
Yes, if you blow back Warwick, he stops channeling.
That would be my question. And
every
Gragas
knockback
and
cancels
Janna can do that.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is really, really powerful then.
Yeah.
What's going on? AAA forfeiting? No.
They're returning to set up the runes and masteries. As we mentioned,
yes,
pre-game is a significant portion of League of Legends with the background summoner system, where you have runes and masteries to support yourself, and you can build your champion in certain ways before the game even starts. AAA is taking their time to set themselves up as perfectly as possible. Of course, we've set up these tournament realm accounts with infinite influence points and riot points, and Anivia being the last pick. So
that's nice.
The support is Shen, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's their only tank as well. I guess Warwick you can
interesting.
kind of count as tanky, but
Yeah.
interesting. So still actually 3 melees despite only one of them being a hard tank.
Alright.
We do have Linek in here. Please join yourself up.
I am rejoining the game right now. So we are both in
Okay.
6th place. We are good to go then. Let's go into Champion Select.
Let me
If
ask
both
the
teams are ready, yes,
Yeah.
let's ask the teams if they're ready.
Good thing I'm... Yes. Just because I don't know the German keyboards by default. And by the way, this is an American keyboard itself. There's a Y right there, and when I press
switch
it,
just
a
Alt and
Z.
Shift. No, I can't. You won't let me.
Ready. Both teams
Nice
are ready. Here we
keyboard.
go. We're going to start out the grand finals now.
Oh yeah, this is going to be very interesting. We're just going to watch the summoner spells being picked. As soon as the Champion Select is over, we're going to go into our little intro here. So we see obviously Smite on Warwick. Warwick can jungle without Smite, but he's just slow and you leave yourself open to steals. And Smite is great for Dragon and Nasher, of course. And somebody left the game. Sushi left the game.
Yeah, minor technical difficulties.
So
Sushi actually got left out of
to...
Champion Select.
Oh, he did. Okay. All right. Maybe he just doesn't have enough skill to join Champion Select. It's possible.
Yeah, unfortunately minor error there. He will rejoin pretty shortly.
Okay, all right.
And we'll be okay.
So yeah, you want to have Smite on every jungler, even if it's Fiddlesticks, Nunu, or Warwick who can jungle without Smite.
Yeah. So let's see, he's relogging, he's going to log back in and he'll be in here in just a second. And then
Okay, alright. We're almost ready to go.
Yeah, indeed. We're under 2 minutes from the start of this game. We're just waiting for basically him to type quickly enough to get his password in.
Yeah.
Okay, and waiting on you to get in and we can start.
Alright. See if I can join the game. There we go. I'm in. Let's go.
Okay, let's double check on the ready, just to be sure.
Oh, you did find the Y key, but...
Question mark, I don't know.
I'll show you the question mark later.
Yeah, that's not important. They understand what I'm typing.
They understand. What's going on? There's more problems.
Oh.
Team AAA, it seems.
AAA apparently waiting on something else. Unfortunate extended pregame this time around.
Right.
Okay, ready from AAA?
Ready. Yeah. And let's go. Let's hit the...
Okay, they are ready to go. So game is starting. We are in Champion Select. Picking up my trusty Veigar.
Oh, I should pick something that doesn't have
Just grab
globals.
Veigar as well. That's easy enough.
Oh yeah. We can both grab. Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, it's blind pick.
And get Observer set up,
Yes.
and we're good.
Okay.
So we do have Wet Dream the jungler for MyRevenge playing Nunu with Smite and Exhaust. Exhaust, the choice because it's a big slow for 3.5 seconds and it's going to help him gank quite nicely.
Yeah.
Peak playing Malzahar, their main mage player. Yellowstar, their carry. Actually, Yellowstar's on your screen. I'm going back and forth and not calling teams right anymore. Lemia Zealot, the Corki player. Melisande going to be playing Janna with Clairvoyance and Flash, and Gragas with Ignite and Flash. So actually 4 Flashes on the team. It's going to be a lot of movement there for the team, but it's really actually important to have that on Janna and Gragas both because their knockbacks are location-based. Whether Janna's instant or Gragas has a travel time, they want to flash into position to knock back the enemy team.
And over here we have
time.
Soaz and Yellowstar with Flash Ghost, which is of course great for the carries that need to do damage. And in 8 seconds, going to start the game. The grand finals for League of Legends at the Intel Extreme Masters. Are you guys excited? Yeah, a little bit. Not really. Okay, that's
there
excited
we go.
enough.
We have a little bit of delay. So.
Yes, there we go.
Awesome.
Okay, let's.
And if I can test my luck, as we reach the loading screen, can I get a yell of Demacia from everybody?
I don't think you can.
We've got 4 or 5 seconds. No one wants to. No one apparently likes Garen.
Nope, apparently not.
I'm epic failing right now. So we are into the game. We are into the loading screen. Once again, we have already called the lineups out, and we will be observing this match, and it will be freaking awesome.
Okay, that's the game starting. You need to switch your username. Okay.
Oh, it got changed. Now it should be fine.
Okay, so that worked out. We are looking at whether or not the teams are interested in a level 1 fight. I hope that they can't hear us. We're just going to talk assuming that they can't.
Yeah, they're usually good about giving noise-canceling headphones,
yeah.
Should be no worries.
So aAa are hiding in an interesting place. I have not seen this place yet. Obviously, they're protecting the blue, but they may also be setting up an ambush in case MyRevenge are coming for blue.
They're setting up a gank in case... basically, they're doing a 2 levels ahead thing where they think MyRevenge might want to steal Golem, and so they're hiding in a very remote brush so that this ward will spot them, and then when they see MyRevenge come in, they'll swoop in from the back and get a pretty easy kill,
right?
Most likely.
It doesn't look like MyRevenge are looking for a fight, though. They are hiding at the mid turret. No, they're not hiding. They're dancing, actually. I do appreciate the Gragas dance. Yes.
Now they're dispersing, now that we've shown them. That's sad. It was so lovely for a little while, but...
Yes.
Janna and Corki are splitting off towards the bottom of the map. Pretty standard lane composition there, running a physical carry with a support. Malzahar will be running mid, which is also standard for this metagame where the mage takes mid. Nunu, the, of course, natural jungler, and Graga is going to be taking top. Suishe, apparently somewhat famous and certainly has a couple fanboys over here.
Me, for instance.
He's
just a very, very enjoyable player to watch.
The body slam comes out, and Nunu will, of course, pick up the rest of this golem. Gragas will leave range because he doesn't want to steal any experience from that. And
there was a little exchange in bottom lane, but Corki gets away without taking too much damage.
Yeah, it looks like Corki took an exhaust, but thanks to Janna and that shield and all, that looks to be fine. Linak trying to take over, and he goes in with a taunt already. Melisande taking some damage. Misfortune putting out some pretty good damage output. 271 health only remaining on Janna. Chugs a healing potion, trying to keep herself alive. And Corki's, of course, going to start last hitting right off the bat. Over the top, Anivia versus Gragas going to be a pretty nice fight there. Probably a whole lot of damage going off. Neither player has the ability to force them to die until level 6 or so they'll probably just be tucked away farming for...
But Nunu already setting up for a gank top. Look at that. This is very, very early gank.
Here they go. There's the Ice Blast. Now, Anivia has the ability to flash out when the Body Slam hits. Anivia will stun them both and run to this tower, but another Ice Blast will come up, dropping her down to 45 health.
That was very good nerves on the side of Soaz. He knew that he didn't need to flash. He had egg up in case, but you don't want to egg that early, obviously.
Yeah, of course not. Oh, wow, we missed first blood entirely. The dive in from Shen and Misfortune onto Corki. John, of course, running away quite nicely, but at least in our defense, we were watching a fight and not masteries. But Melisande just level 2 now. Great job there. Linak picking up that kill. He is 1-0. Misfortune, of course, picking up that assist. And that's not a good start from MyRevenge. They're 0-1 quite early. Of course, a successful gank forced Anivia to go back and heal. Didn't even wait in the fountain long enough to get full health.
Wow.
Wait another second there, but...
She did take 2 healing potions with it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Kuja farming up as best he can on the monsters here. So spamming out infinite mana heals with
the idea, obviously, in the bottom lane is Shen as a support just works that well because of his taunt. And he just keeps people in place even better than Janna. Oh, Janna is warding now. She may be discovered by Shen here. In front of the dragon. He sees her, but XP is there to protect her.
Yeah, that's good. That's good coordination from the team right there, where both players are warding out Dragon right away. They both know that this has been warded, so the first team to buy a pink ward can do a lot of good stuff there. Anivia already putting down a defensive ward. Going to look for that Nunu gank in the future, because certainly with only 500 health and still no boots, that's definitely available. And Nunu looks to be pressuring mid as best he can. Titus with no mana and of course not level 6, unable to really escape from any ganks here. And Nunu might be actually invading the jungle. Looks like he is indeed running in. He's going to try to find Warwick around, or at least steal some of the buffs. Warwick actually going towards the right-hand side of the map. He's going to take some wolves down. And Nunu did not go in for a ward or anything. Clairvoyance went out, and he could not find Warwick. So he will go back up towards the top. It looks like He's going to find another gank on Anivia, and both of them go around. This ward will reveal them, and Anivia already went back to that turret.
Yeah, she's safe.
And they must know there's a ward there.
Yeah.
At this point.
Interestingly, even though Team AAA are known as the team with the better mechanical skills and certainly the better last hitting skills, XPeak is pulling far ahead in last hits here. 36 in mid versus 12 on Kassadin.
Oh, wow. That is a giant disparity there. Of course, Kassadin not the strongest last hitting laner. Of course, being melee makes you very much available to enemy harassment. But the thing I'm actually a little bit surprised about is that he didn't go for actually harassment against Malzahar. Malzahar does not have a lot of basic health regeneration power.
And
of course,
we see a possible gank bot. XPeak is getting in position. They haven't spotted him yet.
Nice damage up on Yellow Star. He has dropped down below half health. Corki will jump in there. Let's see if Miss Fortune can get away. Looks like she will not be able to. Lemmy Zealot trying to run away. We'll get that kill. But Shen gets... Oh, the shield comes out. He's going to be fine right there. Leonox still taking more damage. Slowed down by Jana. Going to drop down to a third health. It looks like he will be safe for now. But a great comeback little move there. And of course, they had that ward there. They saw Malzahar come down the entire time. And Miss Fortune still stayed in this brush, apparently not thinking she could get dived on that hard. So small miscalculation. Up at top, we see Gragas starting to play a little bit more aggressively. Has the level advantage thanks to forcing Anivia back, and this is going to be probably some good things for him with a level 3 barrel roll. It's going to cause
we see a potential gank in mid. Wet Dream getting in position, but Kassadin is not level 6 yet. But Kassadin is safe. Okay.
As soon as Peak hits 6, they're going to really want to probably knock down Kassadin and force his level back in another minute or so.
Yeah.
Still great harassment there with Malefic Visions. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm really surprised that Kassadin was not going for early Null Sphere harass. Generally, the mana is such that you can actually force a mage out of lane, or at least force them very low and able to take risks if you basically just spam on them the entire time. This has been my experience so far. I understand it's not the main way that it seems that these players are playing, but I've seen it work pretty okay. Down at the bottom, looks pretty safe. Shen is still low.
Top lane, Anivia almost killed by Gragas here. He is putting out amazing harassment against her. There was actually... Oh, mid lane... No, we're safe, we're safe. There was actually an amazing fight that we just missed a moment ago, Gragas versus Anivia top, where he just stayed and tanked her damage output really well through Drunken Rage, which obviously gives him damage mitigation, and brought her really low, forcing her back a second time already.
He's probably going to try to cancel the recall with the barrel roll.
Bot lane.
Oh wow, there comes the force fight again. Jumping on, it looks like they're going to be Shen the first time. The shield has already been broken. Jana going to get a nice crowd control out there, but yeah, what? Dream is not in a happy place, down to 200 health, and that's an ignite. One more tick will go off. He should survive that. A 20 health left. Oh no, she will flash him. The shield,
so
clutch shield for Belasan.
Wow, that was an amazing shield.
Ooh, that's reflexes for you, folks.
And look at that mana. He barely had enough for that shield.
Wow, that was close. Of course, the flash now down. Both players from AAA will be forced back. And the interesting thing actually here is neither lane has a dedicated heal. Of course, Shen does have the Q that he can use for a little bit of regeneration, but normally we see Soraka or Taric as one of the supports in the game, and so neither team has a dedicated heal, which actually is making that lane dynamic much more interesting, where both teams are really low on health all the time, and these dives are quite effective. So
tell me, Freak, why don't we just remove heals from our game?
Well,
Lane seems to be so much more interesting without them.
I mean, there's certainly heals a good support ability that one can use, and they're satisfying, of course, to use. The only thing we really have to do is balance them such that they're pretty costly in lane, but really fun in team fights, and just a balance of cooldowns and mana. Because heals are a pretty fun dynamic regardless.
Sushi picks up blue buff already.
That's going to be fun for Anivia.
Yes.
She should enjoy this a whole lot.
For some value of fun.
Body Simon barrel roll doing some nice gold income.
Interestingly, he did build a Negatron cloak before any AP.
So he's really just concerned with fighting this Anivia. And honestly, a 78 magic resist Gragas is not something that anyone wants to fight. So Shushay taking some damage and not really caring, of course. His passive, every time he casts a spell, he gets about 2% of his health back over, I believe it's 4 seconds. And with infinite mana, that means a lot of those spells are coming out.
Yeah.
So let's see, the bottom lane is healthy again for Against All Authority. Looks like Lemmy Zealot has come back and picked up Berserker's Greaves and 2 Doran's Blades, so he's going to be full of damage. Jana has come back. He's not picked up Oracles just yet, but at least has some bonus health here. Finally hitting that 1,000 mark.
Malzahar is at... Oh, sorry. We missed the kill top lane. Apparently he just thought... He thought that Negatron Cloak protected him more than it did, obviously.
So he's probably doing a very good job bursting down Gragas completely well. My thought is maybe Gragas had to do some damage in the tower and probably took some shots there, and Anivia blocked him quite nicely. But
the lanes are still in favor of MyRevenge. In mid lane, we see almost double the CS on Malzahar, 68 to 35.
Man. And here's the ping out on bottom. So looks like they want to go for a gank down here. Malzahar was jumping through the forest and looks like he'll turn back around. But Nunu, no, he's going to recall as well. So not quite a gank at bottom. But here we go. A blue buff Cassid, and that's quite nice for against
and
Authority.
the blue buff Anivia as well. Donated by Gragas.
That's true. And they're going for the dragon, the first dragon of the game now. Against Authority has dropped a pink ward down, cleared wards out, but the clairvoyance has come out, and they're going to jump in as fast as they can. There's a misfortune. I'll try to knock them out. Of course, gets knocked up by Janna, and the fight is, nope, not going to actually happen. Looks like a nice smite from Warwick. They will take that dragon away.
MyRevenge didn't get in position in time for that fight to happen.
Indeed, they didn't.
And now we see on AAA's team chat, I see that they're timing the dragon. The dragon died at 10:13. Obviously, these top players know that dragon respawns every 6 minutes.
Yep, on my screen it said 16:11 for the Drake. So
yeah,
I don't know. One of them is 2 seconds off. That's
just not perfect play.
Sad face. But either way, we have looks like the ability to push from bottom lane. Actually, Shen being level 6 is going to make things very difficult. Clairvoyance goes off, and that does actually probably spot Shen. And actually, Shen will push away push right onto Janna. Janna does not shield in time, takes 100 damage from that shot, but can regen the rest of that out. Mid going off some damage. Titus taking a little bit, getting dropped down to about 2/3. Malzahar going to continue to spam on him. Has a catalyst, which will mean lots of free mana here. Barrel Rose coming out, dropping Soaz a little bit. Let's see if Gragas can keep the pressure on. But of course, infinite mana Anivia, not something that people like to fight against. Then the Barrel comes out. That will farm out those minions and do some damage to Anivia. Anivia going down to half health. And does not have Catalyst, but does have Tear of the Goddess.
Warwick getting in position top lane for a gank, a so-called ninja gank, where he just enters the top rushes from the tower, while Shushay does not have vision of them. But Shushay retreats, so nothing's going to come of that. Or he just smelled it, possibly.
Yeah, I think a Clairvoyance came out, and they managed to ping him away. So
that's good timing, then.
So let's see.
Look at that X-Peak, 87 CS. That is really fast.
Not too bad for 11 minutes. So let's see what else is going on. Bottom lane, level 7 both against all Authority players. Only level 6 for both of these players on MyRevenge. So the advantage is... Oh no, and here's the dive onto Melisande. Melisande going to take a slow from Make It Rain. Has that shield up there, will knock up Misfortune. And Corki putting some nice damage up and back onto her, dropping it down to 450 health. And that's going to stimmy that push for now. And Melisande might consider healing at this point because she is pretty much diveable with only 600 health. But it looks like Misfortune will get forced back.
She does have her ulti up in worst case situations.
It's true. You don't usually want to waste that, though. You want to try to save it for a more important fight. But more pings going out from the MyRevenge players, trying to find a way to get into the bottom lane. Of course, Linak being alone means that they really could dive on him pretty easily, and that could result in a kill.
4 players from MyRevenge, bottom lane now. They're entering the brushes from the tower, like Warwick did top.
But Gragas got
Linak
spotted.
is not away. Oh yeah, Gragas got spotted. Yeah, that's a shame. That would have been an interesting fight for 4v1 there.
Yeah, probably would have gotten a kill, gotten a second of the game. But Cassid right now doing a really... Oh, no, missing that last hit right there. I was about to say, I was doing a really good job last hit against the tower, and then, didn't. But 95 or 67, the minion kills in mid, so at least ratio-wise, it's gotten a bit closer.
Misfortune used the ultimate bot to clear out a wave and push back the 4 players from MyRevenge. Probably the right call there.
Yeah, and Malzahar now taking the lane against Anivia. That should actually go quite well. Malzahar able to spam away on Anivia really nicely, and of course Anivia, not having golem buff anymore, is not really at liberty to spam against the Malzahar back. So this is probably going to be a very good lane for X-Peak, and Gragas fighting Cassidin, I think is really good for Gragas as well. I think he's going to be very able to push Cass around, both literally and metaphorically with that ultimate. I'm hilarious.
Wow.
And yeah, don't quit your day job, freak. Stand-up comedy not in your
this
future.
This is your day job.
Yeah, exactly, which is the funny part. That was the joke. Thank you for catching up with us.
Yes.
And those of you on the German boards, I don't actually hate Daniel. We're just joking around. But we saw that comment. And Cassid making another mistake. They're not last hitting these minions quite properly in the mid lane, but still getting most of them and farming up gold quite nice. He's up to 71.
That's
so
interesting. Titus is actually one of the better AP players that we have on European servers. So maybe it's nerfs. This is a big stage. There's lots of you watching.
Yeah, this is most of these teams' land debut, really. For most of these players, most of these teams, only a few of them actually have basically experience doing this. So nerf's absolutely going to be probably a factor in all of these in this game right here. So, and we'll see how it plays out.
Looks like Shushay is going for the next blue.
Or mouse. It could be really either. They're probably happy to put it on either player. Let's see which one goes for it.
I'm going to say Shusheng.
That's Gragas,
There you go.
There's the barrel roll, there's the kill. So a nice level 10 Gragas.
Oh, Linux in an interesting... Oh, okay, no, I thought he was trying something against Corki, but changed his mind.
Okay. So it looks like bottom lane is still safe. Of course, Malzahar versus Cassid in the matchup back in mid. And neither player able to force kills, unfortunately. They're very afraid of these jungle gankers. Both teams doing a pretty good job of warding around the map. We can see MyRevenge really covering the right-hand side and not so much on the left. Apparently they're just hoping that Gragas can survive everything, I guess.
119 kills on XP, 102 on Gragas.
Wow. Yeah, gold advantage definitely seems to be, at least individually, in the MyRevenge favor, but of course we have that one dragon kill in the advantage. Now this ward will spot yellow, Wet Dream and XP going down, and yep, they back off right away. But
this is interesting. This was exactly the opposite yesterday, with aAa taking a large gold advantage in the early game, and now it's MyRevenge doing much better with that.
Yeah, they're actually doing manageably. I think they might be behind because of the dragon and the one champion kill, but certainly their carries are farming quite nicely.
Yeah.
And let's look at Misfortune versus Corki real quick. Corki 93, Misfortune 92, so they're pretty much exactly tied. And let's see, looks like Cassid will come in here, and he's going to be given the golem. And oh, actually they know about this though. Can Peak steal it? And oh, no, that was close.
Close.
That was close. Cassid manages to last hit that with a Force Pulse. And he's going to be happy with infinite mana once more.
Yeah. So it looks like Gragas may actually building tank. He seems to be building a Banshee's Veil first.
Yeah, well, he's certainly worried about all the magic damage. Even Misfortune does plenty of magic damage with
her ultimate.
With her ultimate and with impure shots as well. So.
Oh, that's magic. Yeah.
Yeah. And her auto attack and her bullet time, or not bullet time, but double up do physical damage. Everything else on her kit is magical. And of course, she has also rushed a Last Whisper as her first item, which is a little bit unique to see that as the first item. But
Dragon is up again, and the teams are aware of it. As you can see, all of them are directly near the dragon. Zoas is moving there now. He'll probably be there with plenty of time. Gragas is not near enough yet. Okay, he just took a safe route. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually really wise to go around the backhand side. When you know it's a 4v5, you know you won't really go for Dragon and get yourself in that bad position. So a little bit strange by... oh, this is a lot of damage onto Shen. There's the bullet time off right away, but he's getting silenced. And there's Gragas. Pops the ultimate at mid. Oh, and she's in range now. But the shot actually pushed her back a little bit too much. But the new full channel ultimate kills Misfortune. Now Anivia has been egged. Will they jump onto Cassid? He has been silenced. Cassid will go down to the barrel. And now is an egg Anivia going to get dropped down extremely hard. And they actually picked up Shen in the middle there somewhere as well. I completely missed that one. So a 4-0 kill for MyRevenge. 5-2 the total skill score. And that's a very easy dragon. Those ults push everyone around.
I think the members of Team AAA there spent more time in the air during that fight than on the ground.
That's very much true. Although now they're, getting their much needed rest.
Yes.
Actually, Nivea spent all that time in the air.
Oh, I see what you did there. So did Janna, technically speaking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still is. Corki also. And Malzahar. Actually, this is actually team floating.
Team floating.
It's 3 floating members of the team, and clearly they're doing quite well.
Yep.
I think floating requires you not... Oh, no, Corki has 1 death. And Peak, they're getting the first turret kill of the game as well now. So, first turret... Yep. First turret goes to MyRevenge. Dragons are tied, and now the kill score is 5-2, and the minion score is pretty much growing for them. They have 3 members above 100, which is pretty nice.
This time the Corki built 2 Doran's Blades before finishing his Mana Money.
So he apparently really wanted some health there.
Yeah. Well, against the Shen Misfortune lane, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it does. So let's see what they can do. And Nivea going back up towards top. Has her Tear of the Goddess and the Catalyst. So going to be building a ton of mana there. That's probably going to be Banshees and Archangels. As the time wears on, Malzahar going to go and join up there at the top. Has a Catalyst, so as he levels, he'll regain a lot of that health.
Look at that. Gragas didn't even finish his Banshee's value. He went straight for the
ability power.
Yes. Which we like to see.
Yeah, I think he's keeping the Catalyst there because Catalyst is, of course, extremely efficient. It's just great for the regeneration there. And you just wanted the magic resist in the meantime. The actual combined, you're not getting a lot of bonus stats. You're just getting the shield, and apparently he doesn't really want that shield just yet. Yeah. And there's the ultimate. That has pinned him. Oh, and the Malzahar comes in there, and there's the tower shots, but can they kill him in time? Shen will show up shortly, gets the kill anyway, but now Shen is going to try to fight away Gragas. And I don't think he can do it. Gragas actually just kind of sitting there saying, you know what? Yeah, we can do battle. It's cool. Let me show you my Pokemons, and they're better than yours. So Gragas is going to escape there. Going to take some tower shots, but
that's fine.
He'll be fine.
He's good. At the same time that this was going on, Misfortune cleared out the wards at Dragon, which was not really that important at this point. And they did quite some damage to mid tower, but they only took it to about half health.
Okay, so some nice progress there being made by AAA, but certainly MyRevenge, much better coordination, just straight diving the tower against Anivia, and she had no tools to defend that.
Yeah.
Just completely pinned down, full to dead for the most part. So great play there by MYR. They're actually ready to push top lane as well. Of course, Malzahar had been sent home to heal and will contest mid against Misfortune. Bottom lane left alone, and a 4-man push top is going to be another tower kill. That's 2 now for MyRevenge, getting themselves some nice advantages.
Malzahar has finished the death cap. Very, very scary right now. Oh, but Shushe gets caught in the worst place. And there's the Warwick out. That's going to finish him off. Yeah.
Great there by AAA. They actually had a ward. Well, actually, that ward was recent. Both wards are recent. But they just caught him in the jungle and just that complete chain stun combo. I mean, all of them have some kind of slow or stun or silence
he went
to
forward
prevent.
to ward there. I'm not entirely sure why that would have been important.
Yeah, that was definitely very painful right there.
Yeah.
Taunt from Shen, stun from Nvidia, silence and slow from Cassidy, Warwick suppression. Just getting the back end of the game a little bit. 7-3 the kill score. That's not too bad. Misfortune, though, we missed completely getting crushed somewhere in there. I actually didn't see the Misfortune kill at all. Nor did I see the notification because I was busy talking about Gragas. But Misfortune did die.
She did, indeed. Malzahar has a death cap. He's carrying a blue pot with him, an Elixir of Brilliance. Why isn't he using it yet? Is he waiting for a team fight?
Yeah, there's no reason to really pop it early. It only lasts, I believe, 4 minutes. So you don't want to have the time run while you don't need the AP and cooldown. So he's going to hopefully remember to press 2 when the battle does start.
That's exactly the problem.
3 in this case. And there's going to be a new golem buff. This one actually might go to Malzahar. I think
I'm still
I would give it to
Shushe
Malzahar at this point. Okay. Well, you are a fanboy after all.
Yes, I am.
This feels like the kind of case where you want Malzahar because he has the most ability power to cast more spells. But yeah, I understand that you're right. I'm just saying that I would have stolen it as Malzahar. And just
but
not
this
that.
is team play.
Yeah, I guess that's important. I mean, I guess. Golem buff looks like they know about it, but I don't think MyRevenge can stop them. This will go. They're going to wait for Anivia to show up. It has been revealed, but they're not in range to steal it.
There you go.
Yeah, there's the kill. So Anivia will have infinite mana, and that'll be quite nice. Does have Sorcerer shoes.
She's making very slow progress. She has Tears, Catalyst, and an Amplifying Tome.
Yeah, but still 78 ability power is not too bad. So. And really, the main thing about Anivia is that wall and the crowd control she has. So, infinite mana really useful for her.
A Rod of Ages first on Kassadin.
Interesting.
Well, it makes sense on him because he needs to survive if he goes in to do his damage with Riftwalk. But
yes, there's a lot of crowd control and damage output and burst from this team, so the bonus health does make a lot of sense. But even still, I would have almost said Banshee as well because the damage is mostly magic.
Exactly, yeah.
Corki as well, like Misfortune, is about half magic, half physical.
Oh. Linak maybe found there in the forest.
Ooh, yes, the peak flashes in and casts the ultimate. Linak might take too much damage, but there's a wall. Will block off Janna. The dot comes in. Shushe still trying to chase that down. It looks like he will get that kill. Yes, he will get that body slam in there. Nice kill there from Shushe. Picked up that kill on Linak. And
a bit greedy to flash to kill the enemy tank, but now they have the tower, so probably worth it.
Yeah, but I mean, some of the spells, they either help you get a kill or they help you die. Right? And if you have a 5v4 with a buff advantage, that lets you probably get a tower, and then you've got 3-minute downtime without flash, but that's still okay.
Oh, did you see that silence? She didn't even manage to channel her ulti to clear out the minion wave.
It's well timed in by Peak, but Peak's now actually out of mana. As we saw, Gragas has full, but Peak's now pretty much useless. And let's see what they can do. They have exhausted Anivia, and they're going to jump in there. There's the ultimate from Nudu, but the flash comes out. Kuja slowing him down, and yes, that is a kill. And Kuja will escape as well, so a completely clean kill onto that Nudu. Janna too late to pop him away.
A bit late there, yeah. I was
she ulted pretty much after the death and after the full channel from Warwick. So a good comeback there. Of course, they do kill that turret. So that is, I think, 4-0 on turret kills.
Yes, indeed.
Tied on dragons.
Tied on dragons and twice the kills as well. It's looking good for MyRevenge here.
And the Drake's coming up right now, so...
Yeah, it's up.
Unfortunately, they're a little bit too low to completely go for it. And you can see Yellowstar...
And Anivia and Kassadin, who represent most of the damage, are still in the base. They're just coming out of the base right now.
For it. And this could be dangerous. She should not have Warwick ultimate yet. Yellowstar taking damage from the dragon, which is unsafe, but... Okay, there we have Kassadin. That should be enough to force them back. It is a 4v3, and Anivia is right there. As long as Warwick smites correctly, and he will smite early, and I don't believe it got stolen, so they will get that, and the Anivia wall comes out, and they get a safe dragon. Good job there by AAA.
I have 380 gold, so that's
2 dragons.
Yeah.
Yep. Meanwhile, I have 790, so I have a fully double your gold.
Oh, Cocktail is found in the forest, but obviously he just rift walks away.
Yeah, he's pretty safe. Nice little aggressive ward. They're going to try to spot for the enemy team in the future now. So MyRevenge will try to control this area of the jungle. And it's actually a decently contested location if you're ever going to push the right-hand side, which it seems like is next up. Yeah, and already we have 3 members pushing the right-hand side, so they will look and be able to see any gate from the left-hand side. If you turn off the Fog of War, yeah, pretty much any gate from the left-hand side will get spotted. So they are onto the turret, and Peak has full mana this time. Deathcap and Banshee still has not used that elixir yet.
Interesting.
Oh, that's some damage now. Gragas, of course, with some ability power now, has already chugged his Elixir of Brilliance, doing some decent damage to Misfortune. He doesn't have anything but that last Whisper.
Not a good situation ward-wise for AAA. They have warded their own Lizard and behind Dragon, and that's it. That's all they have in wards.
And Baron as well. They have one ward at Baron.
Oh yeah, right. It's overlapped by the Baron icon. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so they just barely have that. That's very useful for them, of course, to be able to have that notification. Because actually right now, you know, MyRevenge is in a situation where they could really go for Baron, and as long as they don't get spotted.
Just timed out, actually.
Yep. Yeah. The ward is gone. Of course, MyRevenge has no knowledge of that. They have no ward anywhere near that area. But it is the kind of situation where they could go for this. And now XP probably going to call over his team to try to steal Lizard. Of course, with AAA having no map control really in this game, it really opens up the game for MyRevenge to steal away all these buffs. And they're doing a very good job of that right now, you can see. They're taking away the Wraiths, and the Lizard might be next.
I don't actually see the players of MyRevenge talking to each other. Like, you just mentioned that XP would have been calling his team over, but it doesn't look like they're talking a lot.
No lip movements?
No lip movements, no.
Certainly no team chat.
Maybe they have developed telepathy. That'd be an advantage.
That'd be awesome. I want that skill. Okay, well, yeah, and again, this lack of map control is just giving a pretty much free Lizard. That ward had timed out already. A good wall from Anivia, I guess, was trying to make sure they don't get jumped on.
Yeah.
But of course, that is now timed out, and this is where she really wanted the walls. Yellowstar gets caught out completely. Nudu not really doing a whole lot there. Linak is in the middle, and a nice Misfortune, actually jumping everyone quite nicely. Linak, of course, will die to Corki, but it looks like they might jump in here. Damage up and going off. The sounds are coming out, and MyRevenge not taking a lot of damage. They're all at half, but a fairly well-channeled Janna ult will keep them fairly healthy, and Anivia will land that stun. Janna should be careful. She has Aegis, but not a lot of other health and resistances.
Yeah, but she's far behind the team. She's
fairly safe. Yeah, there's a turret kill right there. MyRevenge now, their 5th turret of the game, still unanswered, of course, and they're getting ready to push.
That damage, those barrels hurt.
They might back out for Baron. It hasn't been pinged, but maybe.
Telepathy, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's possible. No, they're going to steal Golem.
Yeah, okay.
Dragon's going to go steal Golem. That's a very good choice.
That's definitely worth it. Yep. Yeah. With 2 strong APs on their team, that's what you want to do.
Yeah. So Janna and Nudu will come to support. Nudu throw out Ice Blast. Might smite it as well if it happens to be up.
Yeah.
Look at that, just teamwork, all of them coming in to help out, and yeah, Shuji will get up that. Golem for himself, lots of ability power there. And they will, of course, keep calling out, 3200 is when the blue will spawn, so using the team chat as basically reminders of when these important buffs and monsters spawn.
Because obviously you can always open the team chat by pressing Z, and you can see those reminders. Interesting, even after that fight in top lane, Gragas did not use his blue pod, so he thought either he forgot. Oh yeah, he's on it, oh yeah.
He's been actually chain buying them, which is actually really smart.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, it looks like Peak has been forgetting every single time, which I knew was going to happen to one of them, where he just
I always do that.
Potion.
I always say it's a good luck charm to have a
pot. It is, you just keep it.
Yep, just keep it there.
It's especially good. It's especially good if you open like Fortitude, Elixir plus Potions, and you leave it the entire game. It's pretty the best way to play.
I would say it's a brave way to play even.
It is pretty brave. I don't know, are Elixirs allowed in Bravery before Snowball items?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Okay, so thank you for the update. And yeah, Peak has Baron, and they're going to go for this because Melisande had Oracles and is putting down lots of wards, and with that Clairvoyance, they have pretty good knowledge of where AAA is, and they're going for it, but...
Shouldn't take it forever to get in position, but he does have his ulti.
Yep. There's the wall. They do know that the bullet time comes out.
That was nicely baited from Team MyRevenge.
Ouch, and Baron does about half of Misfortune's health, and they found Warwick again. Warwick gets a shutout. They've jumped now onto Melisande. Will they do enough damage? Looks like not. Down goes Warwick due to XP, but a full channel Nudu hits actually nothing. And AAA will run away. They have stopped Baron, but of course they've given away Warwick.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep chasing down. Wet Dream is going to get in range for an Ice Blast pretty soon. No, they will get away.
Pushing it. No reason.
Oh, that wall was almost pinned them out. Yes. They almost got a couple kills there. They almost managed to isolate Nudu or Corki. Well, Corki with Valkyrie, but... And they're back for Baron.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it makes sense.
There's a rather large wave pushing bot as well. But we are, of course, playing on the old patch level, so minions aren't quite that scary yet.
Of course, AAA does know. Nudu, of course, running the interference. And Peak now actually getting isolated a little bit. Can they get the damage up? But lots of burst going off on Peak. This Baron's getting low. Baron will not choose to shoot him. But Cass can jump over the wall and try to steal. They will not. That Baron will go to MyRevenge.
And Linak spotting for Team AAA, but he gets away with a dash.
Yeah, I actually felt that it was a decent shot for Cassin to jump in there. Now, Cassin probably not with flash. No, he does have flash. Maybe it was down, but that was his chance to jump over the wall and burst it and try for it. I think he just at least could have jumped onto Malzahar and destroyed the Golem buff.
Right.
It seemed like kind of a situation where they had just that chance for that risk. Malzar's ult should have been down from killing Warwick earlier, and yeah, maybe. But MyRevenge will sit back or regroup and finish off a couple of monsters before probably grouping up for a fight, actually. It's only 10-4. Their advantages are pretty large, though. 1,200 global gold versus your meager 380. Yeah. So that is a nice, large advantage for MyRevenge. Of course, they're starting Lizard buff now for Wet Dreams Corki.
Oh, actually, Corki is being played by Lamia Sellat. We took a while to figure that out. Yes. So Wet Dream, as I said, is the jungler and AD player. In this case, he decided to jungle.
Yeah, so Lamia Sellat is the Corki, and this Drake will go down quite nicely. Yeah, uncontested entirely. He hit 1430 now, and I think Gragas just ulted that.
He did actually, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, his ulti is down.
And actually, Jana putting the wrong timeout on Dragon, only did a 5-minute timer on it.
Oh.
He had it 30-15, and he said 35-14 for Drake. And I'm like, no, you can sit there for a while. But that said, they are winning pretty handedly.
Yeah,
it will take more than a missed time Dragon to
Yes.
lose in this game, I think. But certainly, good play from the enemy team can cause that. And they have the ability to pick out single targets, but they're just getting pretty tanky. Corki's playing extremely safe, and actually has already got his Banshee's Veil. Let's actually count the Banshee's Veil. We have Nunu, Malzahar, Corki, not Jana, and Gragas. So 4 Banshee's Veils.
And on our team, we have Banshee's Veil on Warwick, and that's it.
Oh, so lots of magic resist on one side and not so much on the other. And yeah, AAA is going to be defending themselves quite nicely, sitting up in mid and waiting for minions to spawn.
This is the common theme with AAA. They are all extremely good players. So on a 1-by-1, oh, sorry, there might be a fight. Let's watch this.
Yeah, they're going to push these minions down.
They're just pushing now, yeah. So on a 1-by-1 basis, AAA are definitely the better players, but they all are in hero mode. They all want to do lots and lots of damage, and often that's not the right thing to go for.
Yeah, the Banshee Veil gets broken, so no Banshees now on the enemy team, or on the AAA team. Of course,
For 1 minute.
My spectator mode is actually technically on MyRevenge's team, so I could say enemy faithfully. Even though this sounds incredibly biased, but I'm not. Trust me.
I'm clearly on AAA's side here.
Yeah, the Sushi fanboy is clearly on AAA's side. So Wet Dream actually diving in there past the tower, takes the shield from Jana. Gragas in there as well. A nice wall from Anivia will actually isolate the tanks from the carries, and Shen's going to jump in there, gets the taunt off on pretty much no one, and there's a team fight, a full channel Nunu, and that's going to blow up a lot of people. A turret has gone down, let's see what they can do. Shen will try to save no one, basically. Misfortune goes down, and so does Kassadin, and they will jump now onto Anivia and Warwick as best they can. Looks like Shen has fallen in the middle there. That is 3 dead players, 4 against all authority. MyRevenge in the enemy base, now going for the inhibitor.
This is looking dire for AAA.
This could really signal the end.
I don't think you can come back from this. This is looking really, really tough.
You can, but it's not exactly easy. They're putting down some wards and trying to soak up minion damage. That's pretty cute. But yeah, 1 Nexus turret is down. They're onto the second one. They actually jump onto Anivia. Anivia will go down quite nicely. And now onto Warwick as well. Warwick fighting.
And the GG call from Team AAA.
MyRevenge will go ahead and win Intel Extreme Masters for League of Legends. And as the Nexus falls, GG.
Undefeated in the entire tournament, 6-0. Impressive performance here.
3 of those matches, of course, being against AAA.
Yes.
3-0 against this team, proving it every single time. Well played.
Well played. I think we are going to go over to the stage very soon for a quick interview. Oh, we still have a little time. We can still talk about the match a little bit. So yes, very one-sided, I'd say.
So let's talk about team floating people. Because
team floating really people.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we did have Anivia floating. And does Kassadin float? Does he?
I'm not sure.
It kind of looks like he's wearing a skirt, isn't he?
He might have legs under that kilt, but I don't really know. But,
I'm sure we have legs in the model. Yeah, but there was lots of floaty stuff going on. Actually, very interesting. The last fight at the middle inhib tower, there was a lot of pushing back and forth, and the Gragas ultimate hit Misfortune literally after the first tick of her ultimate. I was paying special attention to Shushay, timing impeccable. Alright, and I think we're gonna give over to the main stage to Dennis now.
Die erste Disziplin, die heute hier am Samstag, am Finaltag zu Ende gespielt worden ist, das ist League of Legends. Und wir haben natürlich jetzt auch die Winner Ceremony. Und dazu begrüße ich mit einem großen Applaus Product Manager Michał Blichatz.
Hello. Did you enjoy the show? All right then. We're going to go to the decoration ceremony. We're going to award the players, or the teams, should I say, with checks. And to do that, I would like to invite to the stage the Riot Games eSports manager. Give him a big round of applause, because he's one of the people who made this game, Mr. Matt Marcoux. Hello, Matt.
Hey, Miguel.
So, the Intel Extreme Masters Hanover Invitational for League of Legends is done. Are you happy with the results?
I am very happy. It was a great honor to present before the crowd of CeBIT here and all the fans of League of Legends.
All right, so let's not protract this too much. Let's bring on to the stage the number 3 finisher, SK Gaming. All right. One more moment for the photographers. All right, and in second place, the team you have just seen playing. It's gonna be against all authority, Team aAa. All right, and probably right now there are no players in League of Legends with bigger smiles on their faces than the MyRevenge players, the winners of the Intel Extreme Masters Hanover Invitational. All right, so that was the winning moment, the decoration ceremony.